An especially inspiring piano drop this week features Lullaby by Carlos Espanza, Boz SL Grand Lite by Boz Miller, Garland Ds by Ash Vergie, GZA Somerset Soft Piano by Gigs Art, and Wine Cork Synth Hits by Joshua Batch. Lullaby by Carlos Espanza. This is a sort of time capsule for me, not a representation of a particular instrument, but of a sonic idea. In 1995 or so, I sampled myself humming into a Casio SK1. This resided in my computer for a better part of 2 decades, until Piano Book opened up its non-piano instruments. Boz SL Grand Lite by Boz Miller. This piano is a 1926 Steinway L that my grandparents bought back in the 1950s. For almost 70 years it was in the same corner of my grandparents' house, being played a few times a year, serving more as a great spot to hide under. It wasn't until my later years that I learned how great the piano was, at which point my grandma started a contest. Whichever of her grandkids could play the best when she died would get the piano. I won. Garland Ds by Ash Vergie. Inspired by the soundtrack to Alex Garland's Devs by Ben Salisbury, The Insects and Jeff Barrow, this very economical contact instrument is a multi-sample choir pad with me singing Ds across my full range. GZA Somerset Soft Piano by Gigs Art. I discovered this Weber piano as it was just abandoned in the main room of a guest house in Somerset earlier this year. It probably dates back to the 1930s, 50s and was just sitting there. I literally had about 5 minutes to sample it as we were leaving, like now. I placed my tried and trusted zoom inside the mainframe and using the wide miking position, which worked well to capture both the intimacy of the piano and its resonance in that large, beautiful room. Wine Cork Synth Hits by Joshua Batch. Christmas 2020 was a weird time for all. My wife and I treated ourselves to a fancy bottle of wine, and as we had a few drinks, I thought the popping cork from the bottle sounded really good, therefore something I wanted to sample. Did I use my nice fancy rig to record it? No, I used my iPhone. This instrument is made to be manipulated. EQ, saturation, delay, reverb, you choose. I kept it a simple sound for you to play with. I also added a custom reverb slider.